I've wanted to become an artist ever since I was a little girl. Ever since I was in kindergarten, given the option on an assignment to pick what I wanted to be when I grew up, when I saw artist on the list, I just smiled from ear to ear. I was so excited that that is something that I could be when I grew up. I started dripping to allow the paint to be more unpredictable. Then I started using squeeze bottles. Now I'm using a natural force, gravity, to create concrete forms. In the beginning, I submitted to group shows. You have your own booth and you sell your paintings and you're there for the entire weekend and you hope for the best until the next one comes along. That's really tricky. It's a lot of work to begin with, and it was scary sometimes between shows, you know, if you're gonna be able to make it to the next month. But for me, it was always a goal to become part of a gallery.
What I do is I take an artist and I move them to the next level. I'm a curator and an art dealer. That's what I do.
I met Elaine when I walked into her gallery and submitted for a call for a catalog.
She came in. I took a look at her first. That's an important factor. You have to look at who's in front of you. She didn't have green hair, she didn't have the hip clothes on. She was everything I love in a great artist. She was herself. And then she gave me her disc of her images for the submission. I took a look at those images and I was very thunderstruck by the fact I found a real painter. This was the real deal. I called her up and I said, Amy, I want you to bring pieces over to my gallery and I'm gonna put them up on my wall. I had never done that with another artist. I also love all this abstract work.
Right here?
That's in through here. It seems to be almost like a new direction. I guess you could call it art history, because then my job got a lot easier. An artist has to procure galleries, or they'll never be a Jasper Johns Pollock or Rauschenberg or Roy Lichtenstein. That will never, ever happen for them. One of the greatest marketers in this industry was Andy Warhol. He wasn't that great a painter. I would say Amy Shackleton is a way better painter than Andy Warhol, but he was a great marketer. He was great at PR. How do you marry business and the arts? This is something that anyone that's real successful in the arts has to confront and has to do. The public is your audience. You're not doing this to starve.
Some artists prefer not to get into the complication of representation. And they could succeed as well. I enjoy to create, I enjoy to paint, and I don't enjoy selling. I'd prefer to spend more time creating than talking to people about why they should buy my work. Creative fulfillment, I mean, obviously that's what I'm going for, but what's great is
the financial support to allow me to continue to do it.
I feel that life is creating and that you should thrive on it and make billions of dollars. From the great artists that I represent and bring to the next level, from the street to up there. People have to be connected to things. Without my very enthusiastic dissemination, going over it so clearly with this is a superstar, this is someone we should focus in on and bring to the next level, she would have never had that opportunity. That was really a Fleck experience.
You have to have a strong relationship, and if it's not working, then it's not going to be a good decision for you both. You're communicating with this person all the time about new works, about money, about clients, and you have to get along. I just know that there's no point of representing an artist if the paintings aren't selling.
If they're completely not selling and I took a risk on someone, yeah, that's time to come back to the drawing board. Because it's commercial. This is a commercial gallery. We don't make any excuses for that. It is profit. To me, it's like a marriage. It's like a relationship. And you know, you split up when it's not working, but you stay together when it's grooving.